Well, we're headed to the Porsche dealership because there are currently 4 open recalls on my Macan that I bought. So we have 72,004 miles on my 2016 Macan S. This thing is highly spec'd. It's basically spec'd like a GTS, but doesn't have the power of a GTS. Air suspension, sport exhaust, all that stuff. I love the car, but these things are expensive to run, and that's what I want to talk about in this video. Now, going into this, I knew these were going to be expensive to run. An oil change, if you go to Porsche, all these prices that I'm talking about are if you go to Porsche to have it serviced. An oil change is $450. The transmission fluid, the PDK fluid change, is $935. So these things, now on an annual basis, every 10,000 miles is when you need to get an oil change done. So for me, that'll be only once a year. Now my plan is to let this car go on Turo. The car cost me $37,000 and it's in great shape. The paint's in great shape, the interior is in great shape. I can't believe I got it for the price that I did. Any questions you guys have about my Macan, feel free to ask them. I will answer it in future videos. And I'll also be comparing this to my Model Y and various other cars. So I hope you enjoy the video. Also, this video is sponsored by Ridge Wallet. This is the Ridge Wallet I've had. They said you can only put 12 credit cards in it. I put 16 in. My old wallet looked like a roast beef sandwich. Not the Ridge Wallet though. It's tight and you could almost, it's like a little brick. Also, any money that you spend on their website buying these, now through September 30th, you get entered to win an upgraded Ford Bronco. So use the link down in the description. Code Jeebs will save you 10%. Ridge, thank you for sponsoring the video, and thank you guys. And I hope one of you wins that Bronco. You can also just choose $75,000 in cash. It's up to you, Ridge. Thank you for sponsoring this video. I just purchased this 2016 Porsche Macan S for $37,000 with 70,000 miles on it. I traded my 2018 BMW M2 in Long Beach Blue against this Porsche Macan because we were having a baby and I needed to get another car. That way when I was filming with my Tesla, my wife would have a car to drive. Also, despite what the YouTube comments say, this car is very reliable and highly rated. Now this specific Macan really attracted my attention because it's a rare spec. It has the sport exhaust. It has the 21-inch Sport Classic Porsche wheels. It has the Sport Design package, and it has an adaptable air suspension, which can lift up to 40 millimeters higher than stock ride height going off-road and lower 10 millimeters below stock ride height when putting it into Sport or Sport Plus. So the ride quality is excellent. Now, as I got closer to purchasing the car, I had the dealership send me the Carfax, and I also purchased the Carfax for myself. Yes, I'm paranoid. The Carfax came back totally clean, and all the maintenance had been done at Porsche dealerships all across the country. We even went as far as using a paint meter on the exterior of the car to make sure it had never been resprayed from any unreported accidents, and it all came back clean. But that's where things get interesting. Now, part of the reason that I got a higher mileage Porsche Macan that costs less money is because I planned on renting it out on Turo. But when I put it into the Turo app, the VIN came up and there were 4 open recalls on the car. Now that's weird because it's been taken to Porsche dealerships all over the country since 2016, and the fact that they hadn't addressed the recalls is very weird. So I took it to Porsche Chandler and they were excellent. They took care of all 4 recalls at no cost to me. They even got me a lift to take me back to my house. If I wanted to wait an extra 4 days to get the car serviced, I could have gotten a loaner car, but I just wanted to get it done as quick as possible. Porsche Chandler and Scott, excellent service. So the recalls were performed and now the car can be posted on Turo. In fact, I just completed my first trip and I got $157 for a 1-day rental. I will be continuing to update you on how much I'm making off of this car and how I plan on making more than $37,000 in revenue through YouTube, Turo, Lyft, and Uber, that I'm going to exceed the value of this car in revenue. So stick around for those videos. Also at Porsche Chandler, they asked if I wanted my car washed. I said I only hand wash my cars. They said we can do that, and they hand wash the car.
I know it's a lot of money to service a Porsche. It's $450 for an oil change, but at least they do an excellent job of taking care of you. Now, at this point in the video, you're wondering to yourself, but Ben, what about the red flag? And that is where we're currently at. We don't know what the red flag means. It's currently red flagged in Porsche's system. So when you go into their software, the service rep showed me, he's like, it's just flagged in their system. Now, the mechanic went over the car. There's nothing that sticks out to him that's wrong with it. And also, once the recalls were fixed, I was able to post it on Turo and had no issues. There's also was a service rep there that's been there for 8 years, and he didn't even know what it means. So they've sent that information back to corporate at Porsche, and we're currently working on getting the red flag removed from my 2016 Porsche Macan S. I will continue to bring you update videos on my high mileage Porsche Macan, any maintenance, anything that goes wrong with it, and any upgrades that I'm doing. So if you want to see the first upgrade I did to my Porsche Macan, click this video right here to see if it's worth putting upgraded air filters in your Porsche Macan.